CEO, Ronald from Creative Difference. I got John and Eric. They had 2 brand new bowling balls. And we scanned these bowling balls with the surface scanner. And y'all, do y'all remember what the surface scan was on both of them?
1,500.
1,500 grit, right? So you guys went and bowled this tournament here with them. Obviously, they're kind of dirty. But how many games did you bowl?
2.5 games.
2.5 games?
And
1 game. So we're going to actually take a look and see what the surface scan is of this bowling ball now. It was 1,500 before. What's the number say right there?
4,000.
4,000. And this is how many games?
1.
1 game.
4,000.
4,000. So that means these balls went from 1,500 grit to 4,000 in a game, and then your ball didn't change either in that game. So it went up that fast and stayed there. Right. So now you know, obviously, it's important to keep the surface of your bowling ball at a specific grit because you liked it when it was rolling at the 1,500 grit, right? Yeah. So what you would typically do is you'd want to make sure that your bowling ball, after you're done bowling, is put back to 1,500 grit. But also, you have whole other issue. These balls are dirty. We're gonna fix that really quick here. So we're gonna use Life After Death. We're gonna go ahead and spray some on the ball. And what we're doing, we're gonna let it sit for 30 seconds. We're gonna spray it on both of them, doing half the ball. Now the reason why we let it sit is because when we do that, it's gonna absorb into the bowling ball and actually break up those black, dirty scuff marks. While that's happening, I'm also gonna spray Life After Death on a True Cut scuff mark remover. And you'll be able to see it. It's gonna do 3 things. It's gonna absorb in, first off. It's gonna be able to break up those scuff marks that are actually sitting on your bowling ball. And then last but not least, it's gonna leave this little microscopic coating on the ball that'll make it easier for the bowling ball to stay clean, meaning the dirt won't stick as bad next time. So you can see that. You see how the dirt right there, watch how easy this is. Not even aggressive wiping. And it just comes off immediately. It's It's like magic, right? Just like that, and you can see how quickly.
And he's not pressing down hard.
No, I'm not pressing at all. You can look how dirty it is.
Wow.
That's amazing, right? And then you can use the band pad and we can wipe off any excess. You can see how clean that side of the ball is really quickly. Now, this ball over here is doing the same thing, right? So we gotta wipe it off too. Let's go ahead and we can use the same side, don't matter. Comes right off immediately. And really, that's the benefit and the beautiful part about Life After Death and the scuff mark remover, because really, when you got a nice, pretty orange ball like this, the last thing you want to do is roll around with a pair of dirty balls, right? That's bad. So what you want to do is you want to keep them clean. You see what I'm saying? Life After Death allows you to keep your dirty bowling balls, get them nice and clean. And you can tell it's got a light little fragrance, right? Little vanilla fragrance to it.
See you all tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, too. All right, so there's half the ball. Flip it over. You can see
Wow.
you can tell a big difference. Yeah,
Big difference.
big difference between that half and this half.
Of course. Wow.
So we'll do the same thing. This is all you got to do after you're done bowling league.
You want to do it every time after you bowl.
Yes, because what you're doing is 2 things, right? It's gonna, remember, the absorption is gonna happen still, and because you're breaking up those scuff marks, they'll be just easier to get off. Right. And so as you use this more and more often, it'll be easier and easier to keep your ball clean. That's the whole point, right? But it's amazing, like, this dirt is not supposed to be on your ball. It's bad for your ball. It begins to impede your reaction, because if the dirt is what's touching the lane, then that means the ball surface ain't touching the lane. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna do a different section. I'm gonna do this side over here. And you guys got to see quickly, we went from 1,500 to 4,000 in really a game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And that's just what happens. And people say, well, the lane's doing that, but it really isn't the lane. What's happening is as the ball's going down the lane, it's rolling into the backstop, and it's rolling around on some carpet back there. And then it's got to go up into the ball wheel system to go up with friction, and then down all the way back to you, and then up again. And all that friction action is what's changing the surface of your bowling ball. We actually have a video where we scanned the equipment in the back where it's actually coming in contact with, and that scans at 4,700 grit, which we call stable. You see, this is bad.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Your ball was so dirty.
Now the cool thing with this band pad is you can actually use it in this fashion because it's got a layer of rubber in between the two halves. One half of this pad is actually textured microfiber. The other half of the pad is actually leather. If you use this on this side, it would kind of ruin it. But because there's a layer of leather in between the two, you can use it without it worrying about that. So one pad can do it all.
Now you can use this pad on your ball.
While you're bowling. You use this while you're bowling. Yeah, while you're bowling. Exactly. So that ball is nice and clean again. Look at that.
Yeah, looks like it came out of the box.
Now we gotta do this one over here.
I wouldn't have thought it very good.
It don't take long either, just a little bit. You want to let it sit for 30 seconds because that allows the product to work.
Right.
There we go. Got some Helios balls that are back to Helios color. There you go. Now it's back.
Wow.
There you go. Looks like a brand new ball again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys for coming out here, letting us be able to scan your bowling balls before, let you bowl with them, bring them back, and then clean them up with a little bit of life after
And then
that.
scan them again.
And then scan them again so you can understand how quickly the surface changes on your bowling ball. On behalf of Creating the Difference, I am CEO Ron Hickler from Creating the Difference. Talk to you soon.